The trading period is coming, and some rumors are beginning to surface. So, who will be the most coveted players until the NBA's deadline trade? Fadeaway World listed 20 names that can be moved, and Jumper Brazil selected some of the most realistic athletes cited by the publication. The deadline for business during the 2023-24 season is February 8th. In addition, December 15th marks an important point for the league. It is from here that teams can negotiate players who were hired at the last free agency. So the rumors should increase from this day forward. Without further ado, let's go to our 10 names. Several Washington veterans can be moved through February. The most important of these is Tyus Jonas. He is, above all, one of the most efficient shipowners in the league. In 2023-24, even with the Wizards' mess, it averages almost 5 assists for every attack mistake made. He was vital to the Memphis Grizzlies team in previous years and is the type of player who can complement a team that wants to fight for the title. Jonas has shared the role of constructor in the team with Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. It is also worth keeping an eye on names like Danilo Gallinari, Landry Shamet, and even Kuzma himself. Things didn't start well there, and there are several players who can contribute elsewhere. Averages: 10.8 points, 4.9 assists, 2.8 rebounds, 49.2% on the court, and 35% on the balls of 3 and 26.8 minutes per game. Other Chicago Bulls names will be listed in this ranking. However, perhaps none of them have as much market around the NBA as Alex Caruso. The defensive specialist is proven as an important piece for contenders. In addition, it has been having great use in the triple balls. With the news that the franchise must change its cast and move on to a makeover, Caruso becomes quite a target. In addition, its economic contract also ensures greater financial flexibility to interested teams. Several teams have been speculated as possible destinations, such as the Los Angeles Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks. So I look at it until February. Averages: 9.7 points, 3.3 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.4 steals, 54% on the court, 47.7% on the balls of 3 and 23.4 minutes per game. Point guard Malcolm Brogdon must be one of the coveted players until the NBA's deadline trade. After all, he was an important member of the Boston Celtics' 2022-23 campaign. Since his switch to the Portland Trail Blazers happened, the athlete is speculated as a player who can be traded. Efficient in offense and decent defender, he can contribute to a team interested in competing for victories. His $22.5 million annual contract is not cheap, but it's more realistic than the deal of Jeremy Grant, another rumored player who will receive more than $160 million over the next 5 years. The owner, on the other hand, receives the same value in 2024-25, but his contract ends there. Averages: 18.2 points, 6.4 assists, 4.2 rebounds, 41.7% in court shots, 38.5% in the balls of 3 and 29.2 minutes per game. Valanciunas fitting with Zion Williamson has always been the target of criticism in the New Orleans Pelicans. So, the pivot can be a name that interests the market until February. Despite a diminished role in the team, it is still a doubles machine in the NBA. It has had a good use of the perimeter too, which makes it even more versatile. Especially on offense, he can be a very solid player for a team that needs him more than his current team. New Orleans would do better with a player in position a little more impactful in defense. His contract is in the $15 million range and expires in 2023-24. Averages: 14.2 points, 9.1 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.2 blocks, 56.7% in court shots, and 37.5% in 3 balls and 26.8 minutes per game. An exchange that takes Clint Capela to another team is not a new speculation in the league. In fact, it was one of the themes of the franchise's offseason, which, for example, negotiated John Collins with the Utah Jazz. Other athletes were also the target of speculation. The pivot has helped the Atlanta Hawks greatly, but sees the rise of young Onyeka Okongwu, who is the future piece of position for the franchise. Capela is not very versatile, however. It is a guy who delivers 10 rebounds and good rim protection on every night. A good deal that also delivers some assets to the Hawks may even be easier to find than the one from Valanciunas, listed above. The team has moved before and can do it again. And so far, the team did not make much progress in 2023-24. Averages: 10.6 points, 10.1 rebounds, 1.7 blocks, 1.1 assists, and 56.9% on-court pitches in 24.5 minutes per game. The Los Angeles Lakers did not get their dreams started in 2023-24, and several rumors already indicate that there are possibilities for switching to the team around the league. Reaves is the great asset that they can move to this, even if their year start has been slow. The team is interested, for example, in Zach Lavine, and also in other Chicago Bulls names such as DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso. The Illinois franchise would have already made its main condition: Austin Reaves needs to be in the deal. Currently, he looks like the great asset of the team among players who can be traded up to the NBA's deadline trade in 2023-24. But there are also other athletes that can be traded, like D'Angelo Russell. Averages: 14 points, 4.7 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1 steal, 46.3% on the court, and 31.9% on the balls of 3 in 29.4 minutes per game. Another Chicago Bulls name on the list, not the last. DeRozan remains an important player in offense for an NBA team, especially when he can take control of actions. The adaptation with Zach Lavine and Nikola Vucevic didn't matter, but if a team that has spacing to cover its perimeter deficiencies, especially for the playoffs, gets interested, it can be a big name in the market. In addition, his expiring contract is interesting from a financial point of view for the next campaign in 2024-25. Chicago, after all, also does not want to lose it for free and hopes to find a deal. Worth the addendum to the not mentioned in our list, Nikola Vucevic. Obviously, it doesn't make sense in a team that's supposed to reshape the cast, but the pivot has a hard-to-trade contract with $60 million for the next 3 years. It has also been the least cited in trade rumors so far. Averages: 21.5 points, 4.9 assists, 3.3 rebounds, 45.6% on the court, and 37.5% on the balls of 3 in 35.4 minutes per game. The forward was All-Star in 2022-23. Despite playing the best basketball of his career at the Utah Jazz, the athlete is already 26 years old. He and other more round players like Kelly Olynyk and Jordan Clarkson can provide even more draft picks or young assets for rebuilding. He continues playing very well and being one of the highest pitchers in the league. But we've seen several recent examples of teams in this situation who saw their athletes gain value and then generate profit in assets. Some rumors have already come out about possible deals that Jazz can close up the NBA's deadline trade, giving up some veteran players. And Markkanen certainly has a lot of value as one of the best in his league position. Your contract, by the way, is pretty good, under $20 million. Averages: 23.7 points, 8.7 rebounds, 1.1 steals, 1.1 assists, 48.4% on the court, and 38.3% on the balls of 3 in 34.1 minutes per game. The Toronto Raptors are open to change. After all, the team's longtime point guard, Fred VanVleet, has left the team in this offseason. The quest to provide even more space for Scotty Barnes may cause Pascal Siakam to be traded. The forward, which boasts an expiring salary of more than $37 million in 2023-24, has not been the best fit for the team. Despite still being a very good defender, he has many difficulties to score beyond the infiltrations and the game close to the rim. In addition, the Raptors can commit a lot of money if they choose to renew their contract, and all this for a team that has not been a sure playoff in the Eastern Conference. Although Cameroonians have already said they do not want to leave, it may be best for both sides. Averages: 20 points, 7.2 rebounds, 5 assists, 47.7% on the court, and 19.9% on the balls of 3 in 34.3 minutes per game. Although some rumors say he's not up on the market, it's hard to deny that Zach Lavine is one of the big players and targets of other teams until the NBA's deadline trade in February. The star is an all-star and one of the most versatile players in the entire league. However, his expensive contract can be the big obstacle to an exchange. After all, he's got just under $180 million coming in for the next 4 years. Whoever changes to the 28-year-old commits to a lot of money. Major rumors have so far cited the Los Angeles Lakers and Detroit Pistons as interested teams. The Philadelphia 76ers may be running out. Average: 21 points, 4.9 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 44.3% on the court, and 33.6% on the balls of 3 and 35.3 minutes per game. A little break here, basketball fans. I'm bringing an incredible novelty to the true NBA lovers. Introducing the Plash Shop, the best store to buy jerseys. At Plash Shop Voci, you will find the best price on the market, with parts starting at $49 and many other promotions. Why just cheer when you can wear the greatness? The store link will be in the first pinned comment. And thus, we conclude our round of news for today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any NBA news. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as well, as we provide updates throughout the day over there. Now, at the end, YouTube will be recommending some videos from our channel, so go ahead and watch them all. Until the next video, peace to all.